Welcome to our show host series. I have some news and some cool updates for you as a show host, as maybe a podcaster, as a media creator, and some of it's personal and local to clients and people who work with me in Utah, and some of it will be applicable no matter what. So, switching it up a little in our frame on this video just to give you an exciting update. So we've been in our studio space for almost 2 years in Salt Lake City, and we've done all sorts of incredible stuff here. All kinds of recordings, podcasts, YouTube shows, masterclasses, live podcasts, meditations, and events and workshops, and all the cool stuff that having a studio lets us do. And we are moving. We're going to move our studio operations to an amazing co-working space in downtown Salt Lake City, just about 10 minutes away, called Kiln. If you're local to Utah, you'll probably know Kiln already. It's a beautiful co-working space that has locations all around the western U.S., 4 in Utah. So we're going to move our home base, our studio operations, to Kiln. This is our last month in our studio space in the Avenues. Again, if you are in Salt Lake City, you know the neighborhood I'm talking about. And there's some cool updates that are coming with that. So we have, starting in May, we will have access to multiple recording locations because Kiln is this amazing co-working space, has locations in Park City and Salt Lake and Lehigh and Provo. And I mentioned other locations around the western U.S. and other states. And so we just have so many more locations we can meet clients at. All the Kiln locations that we will work out of have amazing, beautiful, already built podcast recording rooms. And they also have beautiful other spaces, meeting rooms, flex rooms, beautifully designed. One of the things I love about Kiln is how thoughtful their design approach is to their spaces. So every time I go to Kiln for events and networking and meeting friends there, I just couldn't shake it out of my head. I was like, this is such a wonderful environment to work and meet people and make recordings. And they have built all this infrastructure that we're trying to build here, but they've already done it. And they're in so many great locations. And being part of a co-working membership community, as you may know, if you've done one before, is really cool. The culture of who you get to meet and the kinds of projects you get to do with other members of the co-working space are exciting. So it's a big update. And for anybody who's been working with us or wanting to come record at our studio, just know you can still come record with us. We'll just be in a different facility, still in Salt Lake City, still so many of the amenities and things that I love about having a recording space we'll be able to provide at Kiln. We just won't be running a recording studio as our own entity. We will be operating out of the community hub that we're joining. So I'm going to share with you some photos and videos of Kiln if you're interested, just to get the vibe of what kind of spaces that we can record in. And I also want you to take this as an opportunity, even if you don't live in Utah and you were never going to come to the studio because we weren't local to you. I want you to take this as an opportunity to think really creatively about what you could maybe switch up in your own production or your own plans to maybe move things forward that have felt blocked, or maybe just bring some fresh energy into your project, your show, your media plans. I always love getting fresh perspective. I have moved so much in my life. I am a big fan of change. I kind of get excited by it. And so it's easy for me to make transitions like this. But even if you're not that kind of a person, I want you to maybe just take a bit of inspiration or have this note of encouragement that I'm sending you. Like, you can do things differently. If you see an opportunity that's interesting to you and maybe it doesn't make perfect sense, but you're like, no, I think something really cool could be happening if maybe I explore what's down this, path. You never know what you might find. And that's kind of where I've gotten to with our studio move. I've been thinking about it for a few months. I've been talking to the team at Kiln. I've been talking to the property manager of our space here that's so beautiful that we love. And I just let myself try it on and be like, what would be possible if we moved studio operations and our office to this amazing group of co-working spaces with all these amenities and resources And it wasn't like the studio here wasn't awesome. It is, but maybe this chapter has, completed its purpose for us. There's all sorts of amazing recording spaces that people are creating all over, and I love to see it, and I've loved having one. But I'm also realizing, like, what would be possible for us? What could we as a team at Ortho Media create for our clients? What would free up in our time and energy if we didn't spend so much time focusing on running a studio, which is like another business, and really just focus back in on production and strategy and kind of access to all these amazing spaces that someone else has built and created. So it's an adventure. Obviously, you're along for the ride and you're going to find out how it goes. I'll probably record a couple more videos here in our space. We'll still be here in this month, and then you'll start to see me with some new backgrounds and some new environments, and that's where I'll be recording from, is the Kiln co-working space in Salt Lake City. So updates on our end, hopefully a note of encouragement or inspiration for you about trying something new, coming at your own show or project with a fresh approach. If you felt like there's an obstacle or something that's taking a lot of your time and energy that feels like, I can't get momentum, what could you possibly shift, even if it feels big, and see your media project in a whole new light? Hopefully this gives some food for thought. Okay, obviously subscribe to the channel. We're going to be bringing you more videos every week. And if you have comments or suggestions or questions about how to find great spaces, maybe, how did you discover that there was all this amazing recording support at a co-working space? Just ask. I'm happy to share with you kind of how I find good spaces for us, for our clients, for us to work out of, for our clients to record out of. That's the fun of being in this business, is we're kind of constant talent location scouts, both talent and location. So I have some insight there that I'm happy to share if you want to leave a comment. We'll see you next time.